Okay.
Shut them down records.
Pura Cultura, baby.
Your boy Big Flay.
Pura Cultura.
Shout out to
partner.
Texas.
Down south.
It's going down.
H-Town.
Yeah.
Let's set it off like this, man.
Hey.
Man is like man. Piece of chained up, riding off Peter Pan. I don't give a fuck, no flake, be the man. Chopping up the block, cause I'm riding on fans. Hold up, dog, I got a partner named Stan. I represent the down south. Niggas talk down, I bust out their mouth with the grill. Chopping up the block, cause I'm riding on fans. Hold up, dog, I got a partner named Stan.
These the Mexican vibes, man. I ran into some videos of this on TikTok, bro. I was like, oh shit, Texas coming back on the scene, man.
Yeah, I seen that.
Because for a long time, you know, Mexicans and Texas was definitely doing their thing, bro. You know, we was definitely rocking with it for a good minute. It slowed down a little bit in Texas, bro, but I feel like this whole like screwstone type of music mixed with reggaeton, mixed with cumbia is gonna pop off.
Okay. I don't give a damn, I got them ants in my pants. I'ma shake it up and I'ma gonna break it up. This big fake man, I'ma break it up and hell powder. Make a marijuana. All these damn hoes ready to get the fuck out. My fucking big box jock, I'ma go hit the block. I'm making shit hot. Man, I'm not stopping, it's like man. Boys don't feel me. I don't give a damn, cause entertainers wanna kill. All up in the studio with my boy Sid. It's money to spend.
Hey.
So I seen this shit on TikTok, bro. I was definitely vibing with it. Way it's dope to see, just dope to see Mexicans from different parts of the states, way doing their thing, way representing for the culture in their own way, bro.
Yeah.
And it's dope way because in you know we follow the music a lot, way, because that's the shit that we fuck with, way. But right now in California, way, you see people like rappers linking up with corrido singers, way. They're doing that corrido rap mix, way. So it's now Texas is coming with this. I mean, and if you look at some of these videos, they're a year, 2 years old, way. But I feel like it's barely catching on, way.
I think TikTok gives them the platform.
Yeah, definitely, way. So I think Texas is gonna like coming back on the scene también with like, okay, that's dope. You guys got that whole corrido rap thing going on. Like, let's do this cumbia rap, thing for Texas, bro. And it's, bro, I'm saying, wait, like the culture. At the end of the day, the culture wins, bro, because it's like you keep mixing different sounds, you keep mixing different styles, way.
Energy, man.
Different energy, but at the end of the day, we're representing the same culture. We're representing that same flag, and it's the type of music, way, that you don't gotta say where you're from. Like, people don't gotta wonder where you're from, bro. You're riding down the block, way, jamming this shit full blast, way. People know, damn, there goes the Mexicans, man. And that's what we like to do, bro. We like to represent. We like to wave that flag with our music at the same time, way. Sometimes we physically wave a flag. Sometimes through our music we wave that flag, way. So
through the airwaves.
So it's definitely dope, way. I think we need more of this, way. More just different styles, different people trying different things, way.
Yeah, definitely different things, and you're mixing up a song that is possibly 20 years old, way. This is a freestyle concert that homie right here, I can't even think of his name.
Flake.
Yeah, Big Flake.
Big Flake
With Lil Bing. Lil Bing had a legendary verse on that también, way.
Yeah.
Shout out to Lil Bing. And this song is, like I said, 20 years old. You're getting a DJ that fuck with the culture.
Definitely knows about the culture.
Definitely knows about the culture. And it's like, yo, I'm going to mix some of this new shit with some of the classics that we have in H-Town, some of them legends out there, and make a whole vibe to it. And sometimes, way, people just create something because they fuck with it that heavy. and they put it out, and then they realize like a lot of people fuck with this shit.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
there's a
Like
need for it.
like you looked at TikTok, you watched it on TikTok. Me too. I caught this, and you click on the song, and then
You
a
go
lot. I'm
through.
sure a lot of people have found this DJ way. So
Yeah.
um,
His name's DJ Pinpon. I don't know if
Okay.
I'm saying it wrong. Maybe I say it
Hi.
kind of whack. I don't know, but DJ Pinpon. I don't know. I don't know what it is, man.
you
But
can't pimp on him. You better put some respect on his name.
the homie definitely got some talent, bro. Like the way I went through and I listened to different songs, bro, and definitely knows what he's doing, bro. He mixes that his own original twist to the cumbias, but with the rap, bro, and he blends it real dope way, and
Yeah.
something you can vibe with, bro. And like I'm saying, you can be proud of that shit as you rolling down the streets, bro.
That's that shit that if you watch TikTok, it'd be the black dudes that is like when you're black but you live in the Mexican hood, and they hear the cumbia beat and they're like, okay.
Yeah.
And then they hear the rap coming on. It's like, oh shit, I can fuck with this.
And that's what we're talking about. Way that it's like we there's so many different styles that we like. We like so many like as Mexican Americans, Chicanos, Latino Americans here in the U.S., bro. We like so many different types of music. We like rap. We like corridos. We like reggaeton. We like cumbia. We like, you know what I'm saying? We like rock. We like so many different type of music. Way. And
Puro rock en español.
So it's dope when people mix it together. Way. And it's like, yo, this represents all of us. Way. This represents like everything we are. Way. Because it's like, yeah, we might be Mexican from Mexico, but we still like hip hop. We still like rap. Or we still fuck with some rock music, or we still rock with some cumbia music, like straight up cumbias or straight up corridos. So it's like we're not like I'm from this part of Mexico, so I can only listen to corridos. It's like nah, like we listen to corridos, we listen to cumbias, we listen to rap. It's a whole mixture of everything. Way.
Yeah, and us as raza, way, as Mexicans, Mexicans for my people in Texas. We fuck with the different flavors that we bring away. You know what I mean? Like when you hear about Mexicans doing what they do in Midwest, whether it's Minneapolis, Chicago, and other Milwaukee, there's a lot of Mexicans out there también. People are gonna be like, oh shit, I know how they do it because we got some Mexicans that live out there in the Midwest and they rocking it like that. When we hear about Mexicans in A-Town, Atlanta, we'd be like, oh shit, we got some Mexicans in A-Town and they rocking it like that. H-Town, Texas, Dallas, all that. Oh, them Mexicans out there with that screw music. They out there with them swangers, and they got candy paint, and they got the doors the trunks be popping, and we know that shit because we be listening to the music of our artists, Latinos. Obviously, we listen to the legends themselves, like Mike Jones and Paul Wall and Slim Thug and all them. But we definitely fuck with our Mexicans, SPM. Baby Bash out there, GT Garza, and I gotta give my props out to them, to them big hitters out there. But when we rock with Cali, we're like, man, Little Rob does it proper. Shadow, Mr. Little One, Night Owl, R.I.P. to Night Owl, Toker, R.I.P. to Toker Browns. Yeah.
But you see that new wave coming in though. You see the new wave. You see Peso come out. You see the Mexican OT come out. You see GT Garza is still heavy in it. Crystal Poppin still representing.
Oh yeah.
You got all them that new wave of Mexicans still representing and still keeping that culture alive for the style of their state way. Just like in Cali way. You got Money Sign Suede way. You got who else you got, bro?
Peso. The other Peso.
Oh yeah, you got the other Peso. You got Snow. Snow's kind of like
they got a little weirdo.
Snow's a little she's kind of a veteran in the game, but I feel like she still got that young swag, that young fresh sound way. So I feel like she's still definitely that part of the new wave.
I think Lil Weirdo has a good sound to his music.
Lil Weirdo got a good rap voice way.
Yeah, he just needs that he got a lot of good songs. I fuck with his songs way.
Yeah,
but he just needs that song way for the a lot more people, the masses to hear. You know what I mean? Because he does have a dope rap voice way, and he can rap good. He's on point with his flow. He's on point with the beat, and he's on point with his energy. I think a big thing, just to let people know, a big thing that I rock with is like if you all align, if you align with everything, you know what I mean? If you look in the way that you're talking, and if your rapping sounds good, I'm gonna rock with it. It sounds believable, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And I think there's a few artists like you said, Money Suede, Peso, all of them. I feel like they're being authentic to who they are at this moment, and we're enjoying their process way. We're enjoying everything that they're delivering and they're giving us in the culture way. But one thing, I don't want to change the subject too far, but one thing that when I was saying about the Midwest brings this, Texas brings that, and LA brings that, is like at the end of the day, we all still rock with it. We
Yeah.
can all identify to it. Like, yo, they over there rapping different, talking different, but they threw that cumbia on. I can relate to that cumbia, and then I can fuck with the rest. You know what I mean? And Cali, they, like you said, they're doing the corridos mixed with rap now. I'm sure they're out there doing the cumbia también.
Well, Texas and California way, they're always going to be the
The
kind of the
main,
main ones,
the
right?
main ones.
The main trendsetters of the culture way, because they got the most population of Latinos or
Yeah.
Mexican Americans in their states way. So
And
they're
culture
definitely,
though, they're deep in the culture.
yeah, they're deep in the culture, but they got the majority. They got the bigger population of the Latinos way. So they're gonna definitely set more trends. There's definitely gonna be more music coming out of it, more people, more famous people coming out of it way. But it's just dope way, because like the rest of the states, we pick up a little bit from everything. We're like, oh shit, Cali's doing this shit. Yo, I'm a fuck with this, or oh, I like what Texas doing here. I like what other people are doing here. Because I feel like every state has their thing. Where I feel like, correct me if I'm wrong. Way I was kind of young and I really didn't fuck with the music like that way. But Duranguense, I think that was a Midwest thing, right? That was like a Chicago thing.
Yeah, yeah, it was a Chicago thing. Yeah.
So for a minute, when Duranguense was like, that was the thing. That was like not narco corridos. That was like trap corridos at that time. That was like the thing.
Yeah.
Everyone wanted to do Duranguense music, right?
Quinto Sol did a mix with I forget, but they had a dope ass
Grupo
song.
Capaz, or
Oh,
I don't know if
yeah,
it was called
yeah.
Grupo Capaz or Capaz, whatever.
Yeah.
But that was when the Midwest was getting some shine, right? Like Chicago, Milwaukee. Quinto Sol was definitely doing their thing at that moment. They linked up with that Duranguense group, and they did a hip hop Duranguense collab with, and it was like, I feel like at that moment, I feel like the Midwest was definitely like on the map way.
Yeah.
Because
We brought our different
there's
flavors.
different things. Way it's hard to explain way, but we have a little bit of a different style. The way we dress is a little different. It's like our haircuts are a little different. At that time, it was a little different. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna go into detail on how people did their haircuts a little different way, but
Our cities, our cities, they races a little different. You know what I mean? Like, we still Mexican as fuck. You know what I mean? But the cities that we're in, when we're talking about Minneapolis, Milwaukee, and Chicago, I have an idea that they're very similar. That we still Mexican as fuck, but we have so many different influences around
Yeah.
us that we can't help but to adopt a lot. A lot of the times we adopt different influences or different things of different cultures unconsciously. You know what I mean? It just
Yeah.
becomes part of us, and I think that's when people see Midwest people or raza, they be like, oh man, they different, but they still Mexican as hell. They still got them flags.
Yeah.
They still repping heavy, but we just
but
move
like,
different.
check it out with like the whole people riding around the city with in the trocas with the mamalonas way. Chicago set that off way. So it's like different cities can still set something off way. You know what I mean? Like, you don't have to be in Cali or Texas or I'm sure, I think New Mexico got a big Mexican population. I mean, but
Yeah.
like Chicago set it off. So that like it's dope way where we just gotta be proud of everyone that's doing their thing in the state, representing the culture, representing the flag, and whatever way you do it. It's just a matter of time way. It's just a matter of time before someone comes out of Minneapolis. It could be a rapper, it could be a singer, it could be a podcast, it could be us way. You know what I mean? So it's just a matter of time before we're put on the map as like, oh shit, them motherfuckers out there representing también, man. So not taking that any further, man. Just shout out to Texas, man. Definitely representing for the culture way, and it's like it's dope way because this music way, I know it's like mixed with cumbia and all that, but it takes me back to it takes me back to my younger days. Way. It takes me back to my 20s. Way. It takes me back to when, we really customized our cars. Where we put big wheels on them, put TVs in them, put all kinds of
Riding
screens,
clean.
and take 2 hours to wash and polish the cars. Way, so we could go, stunt around the city. Way. So it definitely gives me good flashbacks. Way, good memories. Way. But it was a good time where a lot of Mexican rappers were coming out of Texas. Way. And giving us a different sound, like giving us a different style. Like it was kind of like, oh, we don't just need a sound. We're not supposed to just sound like this, or we're not just only allowed to sound like this. And when we make music, or when we talk, or when we dress, it was like it kind of like it was cool to see other Mexicans dressing different, like talking different, and just I don't know, but still representing like Mexicans heavyweight in every way, bro. So it was like. It kind of gave us that that cosign like yo, we can dress different, we can talk different, and we still proud as fuck to be Mexican, so it's dope that they're doing their thing, man, and hopefully that thing sticks, man, because that's some dope music, man. Hopefully that sticks around for a while, because we all know that tribal. Remember tribal music? That was hot for a minute, way, and it was like, oh shit,
that shit was popping. I know Univision got ahead of the game when they were like, tribal is gonna take over reggaeton and shit, bro.
Oh, they said that?
Yeah, and for a second,
they could have, way. I'm not saying that they could have took over over reggaeton, way, but we could have been doing like. There can be two dope things going on at the same time. You know what I mean? Just like right now, reggaeton and trap corridos, way. Yeah. Two very dope things going on, and at the same time in their own different ways, bro.
Yeah, and we can appreciate both of them, way, because even the dope artists doing both different genres, way, they'll collab. You know what I mean? That's respect. Whereas like, man, y'all doing it crazy out there. We're doing it crazy out here. Let's do something for the fans. And let's keep things popping. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Tribal, respectfully, they choked up somewhere around the line. They choked up. Somebody dropped the ball. No, I don't know if it was a lack of creativity or a lack of more artists to get out there and keep it building. Mm-hmm. But with Tribal, MTY, they were like the main hitters. You know what I mean? But I don't think they can only be one. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So
there was a couple other groups, but I feel like that was a very dope thing that they should have kept going with, because
man, we were jamming that shit crazy.
Mexicans love techno music too. You know what I mean? Like we love techno music too. So it's like that was like what would you say was like techno mixed with what?
Techno mixed with cumbia, no?
Was it cumbia?
Yeah. Okay. What do they call that? Tribal? Well. That's what the fuck tribal is, way. My bad. I was just thinking about my Spotify playlist, way.
Okay, so it's mixed with cumbia. Okay,
yeah.
And that was a very dope combination of styles, way. So, I hope this picks up in Texas, man. I hope they do more of that. Bring back more classics and do their twist to it, but also this could be a way for the new artists right now to break through with something. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like music has there's a time, it's perfect timing for everything, right? Like there's so many dope rappers out of Texas right now, way, that we wonder ourselves sometimes, like, why are you not like the most popular rapper right now? Like, why are you not like one of the main rappers, and why isn't everyone fucking with your music? The timing ain't right for it, I guess, right? But it's like, maybe this would be something right here to jump on, way, and ride this wave, and then people start recognizing your name, like the way you rap, and then you get some more following off of that, way. So maybe it's the wave, way. You know what I mean? Like a lot of Chicano rappers, a lot of rappers in Cali, way, are riding that trap corrido wave. You know what I mean? So it's like,
and that ain't wrong. You know what I'm saying?
You got to do that.
It's like you got the talent to rap, and maybe the wave is not in your actual genre right now. But you got the talent and you got the connections to rock with these other dudes that are doing some big hits. Rock with them.
Cause bro, if your shit goes viral on TikTok, way, like that right there way is like that's what's getting a lot of motherfuckers
Fat way.
like fed way, but like famous right now way. Like,
Yeah.
like if you get a hit on TikTok way that's getting shared and people from different backgrounds are reenacting or singing or rapping or dancing to your shit, like bro, like you're becoming, your name's gonna start being recognized all over the world way. So it's like,
Well, I just seen a video, or I've seen multiple videos where I was like, man, I should like tag Miss Crazy, you know, I should kind of
she knows that she
probably does,
I'm
right?
sure, yeah.
But I'm like thinking like, I don't know if she does, you know what I mean? Because sometimes we're
Like,
just scrolling,
yeah.
but we don't know if our algorithms are the same for a lot of other people. So I'm like, I scroll through this video way, and no lie, this video had like 5 million views
Oh shit.
because it was like a real like a rich wealthy person, you know, like going up to they live like in a condo in like the 150th floor or some shit,
Yeah.
right? And their song that they chose to play to show off their process of going into their condo and showing off all the skyscrapers in the city was Miss Crazy Way.
Was it the Gangster's Wife?
Yeah, Gangster's Wife Way. And I'm like, all right, when I used to hear that song, I think you and your wife showed it to me, right?
Yeah.
You guys really like that song.
Yeah.
And I was like, all right, that song is a dope song, but I thought it was dope for us, like for
Yeah.
raza, for like Mexicans that grew
Yeah.
up in the hood. But I'm like, so wealthy motherfuckers just like these rich people also somehow fuck with this shit?
Because I feel like way like, I don't know what it is. Like we I don't want to sound like that guy, but I know good music when I hear it. I guess that's a little biased, obviously, but I feel like I know good music when I hear it.
Yeah.
So obviously we ain't listening to Chicano rap just because it's like we're forced to. It's like they're Chicano, we're Mexican.
We have to support.
We have to support.
No,
we have to
no.
give them. We have to give them some streams. Like, no, we really listen to it because we like it. We really fuck with it. So it's like sometimes way there's music that we listen to that is like, man, if motherfuckers actually gave this shit an opportunity, they would realize how dope and creative and talented these people are.
Yeah.
So that's what TikTok's creating for people. Way
Yeah.
like maybe they don't want to share your music video way because it's like that don't go with their life way. Even though the song's a little gangster way, it might not go with everyone's life either way. But
Miss Crazy did her thing on that one. Like her voice, like
did.
that's an original voice way. It's
Yeah.
like it sounds like a gangster Barbie doll. You know what I'm saying? It's
you
like,
know what? Yeah, you're right. I never thought about that. You're right.
you know, and it's like it's catchy where it's like, okay, like this shit is different and I like it, you know. But I seen that video, and I was like, oh shit, that's crazy. But then I started going. Obviously, everybody that rocks with TikTok, you keep scrolling, you know, through whatever you do, and that video started coming up a lot. And then I seen that she shared that like she got a lot of hits, she gets a lot of streams, but that song right there like went world viral.
Oh hell yeah!
I don't know what that means, you know. Like, she knows what that means. It's like China was rocking with it.
Oh,
You know?
bro,
Like,
it's just once the algorithms pick up way, it just starts popping up in people's feed way.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
And you need that because a lot of people that are like, oh shit, that was a cool video, but that song right there, like like Let's Be Cool for some reason, then now you're getting.
Let's pico. That's a weird. It's a weird little saying.
That's
bro.
Mexican. I'm
Así te
Mexican.
picó, güey?
Hi. I'm just saying, it's like me. If I hear some shit, I'm like, that shit was dope. But I'll fucking Shazam that shit. Way you used to
Yeah.
Shazam?
And I'll just go look it up on Spotify
Okay.
way, or YouTube way.
So I'll look it up, and bro. So imagine like her streaming shit. It just blew up. Way. So
And that's what we gotta talk to some of the raza that be doing this way. It's like these streams these shares gotta count as streams, right? I mean,
I don't
people
know.
are getting paid off of this, right? Like it got to be. Way.
Well, they do, way, because I was watching this other video of like this rock group like that they recorded this song like years ago, and for some reason it went viral on TikTok, and he released a video and it's like thanking all the people. He's like, I want to thank you guys because now my family is like basically they can provide for their family now off of just the revenue that TikTok has created for them.
Yeah.
And it's like
because
that,
them numbers is crazy way. Like let's say one vid, like you said, that video has what 5 million views. for the
Yeah.
and that's just one video.
Yeah,
You got to count the thousands of videos
Yeah.
that probably got 10,000 each. Way like, you
And
know what I mean?
that song was mixed with like LL Cool, no, not LL Cool J's, Coolio's Gangster's Paradise. It was like a really dope mix way, and like the people that would mix it, it wasn't just your regular people. I'm sure some regular people did it way, but the ones that went viral, it was people that were doing heavy things, like big things way, you know,
Like successful in life?
successful. Like it was a video where it's like when you got shit lit, that's the song that they were using for it, you know.
So that's dope, man. Good for them. Way good for Miss Crazy. I know the homie. What's his name?
Chino Grande.
Chino Grande is up in that song. That's a badass song. If you haven't heard A Gangster's Wife with Miss Crazy and Chino Grande, you gotta listen to that song. It's a dope ass song. Just some real shit. It's just like a real life song way, but it's just like it's just a dope song way.
And you can appreciate like Miss Crazy's like unique voice, and Chino Grande, again, he has a whole.
Hey, the way Chino Grande rolls them R's way, it's like you fucking with the real gangster when a motherfucker rolls his R's like that. Like, yeah,
A ver, güey.
I can't even do it, man.
Purra cultura.
You sound like a little kitty cat purring, bro.
Bro, you don't want to take my gangsta away.
You don't want to fuck with a dude that rolls his R's like that, man.
Hey, you know, shout out to Chino Grande the way, because I ain't gonna lie, bro. I used to listen to Chino Grande. I still rock with his music way. Don't get me wrong. I bought his albums and all that good shit.
Okay.
But remember that song Anybody Killer?
Uh-huh.
Man, that had to look fucking scary as fuck in that video, right?
I don't remember seeing that video.
Yeah, that had to look scary as fuck. Way. Now, he's looks like he's matured. You know what I mean?
I think he's Christian.
He's
though,
Christian, but I don't know about all the religion stuff. But I know that he's like more in a family man now. You know what I mean?
Because he came out of prison way. You know, he went to prison and he did some time when he came out. Everyone knows what you go to prison, you're gonna go through some things. You're gonna realize a lot of shit ain't what you thought it was. Way. You know what I mean? So, like last time I checked, way he got out of prison and he changed his whole dress code. He let his hair grow. I heard he had turned Christian. So you know all that, man. So good for him. If he's living a good life, good for him, man.
I seen him make a post that his kids like in Garfield High School. You know, like he's still like, you know, from people that don't live in California, we hear Garfield and we understand Garfield, right? Because there's movies made about it, and we know that's really in the city.
And East LA, right?
Yeah, and he's just living like he's there for his kids. With they're athletes, they're cheerleaders or whatever, you know, they are. And you're just like, damn, bro. Like I'm just saying this because I'm like, I would have never thought the Anybody Killer Chino Grande I seen in that video would be a full-time dad now. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just saying that because we've all grown, and I'm just saying it's like that's dope that he did that way. And he has an interview. I don't know if you've seen any clips of interviews.
I haven't seen it. But
I've seen clips, and it looks like it's a good one. He's had some crazy experiences in prison where guards almost killed him and shit like that way. So just look out for it.
I haven't seen that one way, but I seen his. I believe they were homies, right? Richard Cabral.
Oh, Richard Cabral.
They were part of the same crew, right?
Yeah,
They were in the same. They were in the same rap group or rap crew.
Yeah, what was it called again?
Fuck, I can't think. Charlie Roll.
Charlie Roll Campo.
That sounds gangster as fuck too, right?
You scared me. How you waiting?
As soon as you said that out loud, I was like, bro, you gotta whisper that shit, bro.
Trucha, vato. I know we're in the suburbs, but these vatos pop out of anywhere.
So yeah, I seen the interview with Richard Cabral. He was on a podcast and that vato is deep, bro. He's deep, super
that
deep.
Vato speaks with his soul, bro.
Speaks with his heart way, deep. You know, he speaks with his heart way. Like it's crazy. It was a very good interview way. He was very passionate about what he believes in, about what he's been through. It was really dope to see what some of the stuff he's gone through and like where his views are at now and everything way. You know what I mean? So it was very dope way, and at the same time, way, some of the stories he tells are super crazy way.
Yeah.
To see someone go through some of the shit he went through way, and to be where he's at now, he's doing. He, I believe he has a coffee business. He has he's
Tepito?
on.
I think it's Tepito.
Yo, don't say it like that, lazy. You're like Tepito. Yo, say it with your chest when you say that shit, bro.
Tepito?
Yo, man, don't ever say Tepito. He just lost stocks on that shit as soon as you said that shit like that, bro.
Homie just had the grand opening and I fucked it up. Welcome to Tepito. No, let's not fuck it up.
So
Let's
it's
not
like,
fuck it up.
so he's doing that, and he was on that show, the Mayan show. So I mean, the homie's doing good, man. So
Yeah.
we used to see him. I honestly, I don't think I've ever listened to his music way, but I used to see him. It was Baby Jokes. Back in the day, he was Baby Jokes.
Caught a murder charge.
Caught a murder charge. So yeah, he has a dope interview. If you guys want to check that out, definitely look him up on YouTube. But yeah, man, there's just a lot of dope things going on in the culture, bro. A lot of and what I say there is like people are getting more interested in our stories way. Because Richard Cabral went on a real popular podcast that I believe it's called Real Ones, right?
Yeah.
And it's like
It's an actor, right? I don't
He's
know
an
his
actor.
name, but he's a well-known actor.
yeah, so it's like people are starting to get more interested in our stories way, in our upbringing, and you know what I mean. So it's like
Our perspective in the way that we view this world, and then people get to understand why because of the way that we grew up. Like you're mentioning Richard Cabral. He talks about like the neglect that he had from his family. He's all like, I just went in the street. I'm not making fun of it. I'm just saying like he's deep. He's like, I wanted to look for that love, man. That fucking love. And you know what? I got it from my homies, and you see him and you're like, damn, bro. Like I felt the same way, not to that deep of a passion, but maybe I just didn't understand it. But yeah, we were all looking for that acceptance, that love, and that brotherhood, and feeling like we're part of something, and feeling accepted.
But it's different way when you hear stories like that, and when you hear it and from people that had nobody way, like he didn't have like his parents were going through their own things, right? So he was kind of like out in the streets with a bunch of other kids that they were going through things at home way, and that's why they were out in the streets. We were out in the streets way, but we had good parents way. We had both. We grew up with both of our parents. We had religious parents. You know what I mean? So it's not like our parents neglected us or beat us or treated us wrong. I mean, they did beat our asses, but we deserved that shit.
Beat your motherfucking ass.
But it's like. But we had good parents, and a lot of the people we actually grew up with, we all had good, hardworking parents, but we all just were looking for an identity way, because I feel like especially out here in the Midwest way, like a lot of people fuck with you way, because we were just the new, we were the new community to the state way, so people weren't used to it. People were fucking with us. People wanted to punk us and all that.
They made a strong way.
So we had to create an identity. We had to create like a reputation for ourselves, and we did that sticking together way, because it's when people are fucking with you as a race way, obviously you gotta stick together. You gotta click up, and you gotta protect each other and build a reputation
more strength
so people don't fuck with you no more way. So it went from that, and it always goes from that, right? Like we hear it from the oldest stories on Gangland and documentaries.
Gangland.
It's like it always starts from we start clicking up, we start crews, we start all this and that to protect ourselves from others, right? From other groups of people that want to fuck with us, because we're the new people in town. And then once we've already gained that reputation and we have no like real enemies no more, like people really ain't fucking with us anymore, then you start fighting amongst yourselves because you got no more beefs with nobody else. So it always, like, it's crazy when I see stories like that way, and I'm like, oh shit, that's kind of like what happened with us way, because at first we all were cool. But when everything was gravy now with everyone else, no one else wanted to fuck with us. Then it was like, well, I'm the baddest motherfucker out of our crew, and then people are like, well, I'm gonna go start my own shit. I'm gonna
Yeah.
start my own shit over there, and shit goes bad after that, man.
You
But
know, it's crazy that we're seeing these stories, and I keep in. I do watch some of the other podcasts that have like these raza or Mexicans that have came out of prison, just like Richard Cabral, and they share similar stories, right? And they share of like really fucked up upgrowing, like the way they grew up, you know what I mean? And I'm like, fuck, dude, like my level of savageness at 13, 15 was nowhere near their level of savageness, right?
and that's why you always gotta be careful who you're fucking with.
Right. That's why it's just like in any fight, right? Sometimes you see like a dude and you're like, oh, I probably beat this motherfucker's ass. No, you gotta confront somebody like he will kill you.
Yeah.
You always gotta face people like this motherfucker will kill me. So that's how I gotta face people. But when we were kids, we just thought everybody was at our level of violence, right? Like, oh, we're gonna fist fight. Okay, let's see who's the baddest motherfucker. Nah, we learned quick. Is like, yo, dudes pull knives, dudes pull bats, dudes pull guns, and growing up in the city is like we learned that real quick. And then when we get older, now as adults, is like now we gauge things, and we're like, yeah, you might want to fight, but you don't know the level of violence that I'm at now. You know what I mean? Like, like you might want to fist fight, but you don't know that I'll grab a hard object and bust you across the head. You know what I mean? It's like shit that you learn that it's like you're desensitized. Like some people are like, oh, we'll fight and the best man wins. It's like, no, I'm going to try to do my best to make sure I win.
Yeah.
Even if I'm not the best man tonight, I'm going to come out on top, baby.
Yeah, but that goes back to like you don't know what the other person's gone through. So it's like, like they say, never underestimate your opponent way because you don't know the struggles they go on with at home way. Like honestly, way I feel like we were so naive to a lot of shit when we were kids. Way we always I felt like I think I seriously thought everyone had like two good parents at home. Way.
Yeah.
I never thought about people having a bad situation at home.
That's facts.
I never thought of people having an alcoholic dad. I never thought of people having an alcoholic mom, or like their parents in the very toxic relationships and fighting and all that, or like having a stepdad or a stepmom that were abusive. I never thought. I always thought we all just had good parents at home, and we were just kind of like fuck ups that we liked the bullshit way, and we were out in the streets looking for drama way, and it was like,
we didn't think like, oh, your parents were fighting, your dad was probably drunk, or there was a family situation that you only got like an hour of sleep, and we're thinking like, oh, we're at school now and we're all the same, you know what I mean? Like we all had a bedtime, we all
had dinner at night.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
And it's like, it's when you get older where it's like, oh. And I don't know if you ever like sat down and thought about like, oh, like that dude, he probably was going through some stuff. Or like, oh, I can now think of them, why they were that way, because maybe they were going through this. You know what I mean? So it's not till you get older when you're like, oh man, like we didn't know, we just didn't know it. We were too busy having regular teenager lives, bro. Like, sports, whether you play sports or girls or just want to be make friends and be popular. You know what I mean? That was it, and like nobody fuck with us and then we don't have to fight. Other than that, our struggle was just get the girl you like and be popular and dress nice and keep your shoes clean. Damn. That's crazy.